football is not slowing down, it is breaking down. Players are running more than ever, playing more than ever, getting injured more than ever, and no one is asking the real question. Is modern football destroying the very players it depends on? The modern game has evolved into something faster, sharper, and more demanding than at any point in its history. Tactically, it looks impressive. Structurally, it looks intelligent. But physically, it is relentless. Every player is now expected to contribute in every phase of the game. Attack, defense, transition. There are no passengers anymore. In today's Premier League, players are covering over 11 kilometers per match on average. That number continues to increase each season. But distance alone does not tell the full story. It is the intensity of those movements that matters. More sprints, more accelerations, more high-speed actions. At the same time, the football calendar has expanded. Top clubs now play between 60 and 65 matches in a single season. Domestic leagues, European competitions, cup tournaments, international fixtures. The game does not stop, and the players do not get time to recover. Modern football is built on one key principle: control without the ball. When possession is lost, teams react instantly. They press, not individually, but collectively. This is the high press. It demands explosive energy, sharp reactions, constant communication. Players must close space quickly, cut passing lanes, win the ball back within seconds. If the press fails, they must recover just as quickly, sprint back, reorganize, reset the structure. At the same time, positional play has evolved. Players are no longer fixed in traditional roles. Fullbacks move into midfield, wingers drop into defensive lines, midfielders push into attacking zones. Everything is fluid, everything is connected, and everything requires movement, continuous movement. There is no phase of the game where a player can truly rest. Even when walking, they are scanning, adjusting, positioning. The brain works, the body follows, and over time, cost accumulates. This constant demand is now reflected in injury data across Europe. Muscle injuries have increased, hamstring issues are more frequent, knee problems are becoming common. Clubs across major leagues are now averaging around 30 injuries per season. That is not a coincidence, that is overload. The human body has limits, and modern football is pushing those limits every single week. What makes it more concerning is the pattern. Players complete a strong season, they perform at elite levels, then the following season, their performance drops. Not because of a lack of quality, but because of accumulated fatigue, because recovery has been sacrificed. And once the body begins to decline, it becomes difficult to reverse. There have already been warnings from within the game. Arsene Wenger has spoken openly about the dangers of overloading young players. Some teenagers are now playing over 40 matches in a season, at an age where development should be the priority. Training time is reduced. Technical growth slows down. Instead of learning, they are competing. Instead of improving, they are surviving the schedule. Wenger suggests limiting matches for young players, fewer games, more structured development, more focus on technique and understanding. But the reality is different. The system continues to expand. More competitions, more matches, more demand. Now consider how elite players have responded to this evolution. Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. Many assume they are slowing down with age, but what we are actually seeing is adaptation. Messi, in a less physically demanding environment, has adjusted his game. He walks more, he sprints less, but he chooses his moments with precision. Every movement has purpose. He conserves energy, then explodes when it matters. This is not decline, it is efficiency. It is control over physical output, a long-term strategy to extend performance. Ronaldo has taken a similar approach, managing minutes, adjusting intensity, because longevity is now part of the game. and those who understand it stay at the top longer. The concern is not with experienced players, it's with the next generation. Young talents are entering elite football earlier than ever before. They are exposed to high intensity immediately, heavy minutes, constant pressure, minimal recovery time. Players like Lamine Yamal, Cole Palmer, Bukayo Saka, Ousmane Dembele, incredible talent, but already carrying significant physical demands. Yamal, before reaching adulthood, has already accumulated thousands of minutes at the highest level. This level of exposure is unprecedented, and history has shown what can happen. Young players rise quickly, but without proper management, their bodies struggle to keep up. Injuries begin to appear, performance levels fluctuate, and potential is affected, not because of a lack of ability, but because of excessive demand too early. Pep Guardiola once made a simple statement: leave the kid alone. It wasn't about talent, it was about protection, about understanding that development requires balance. Too much pressure, too soon, can damage even the best players. Because football is not just about tactics, it's about timing. And timing applies to careers as much as it does to passes. When you step back, the pattern becomes clear. More matches, more intensity, more injuries, less recovery, less longevity. The game is improving tactically, but physically it is becoming unsustainable, and that creates a dangerous imbalance, because the quality of football depends on the quality of players, and players cannot perform at their best if they are constantly recovering instead of improving. Football remains a beautiful game, but its direction is changing. The balance between performance and protection is fading. If nothing changes, we may begin to see careers peak earlier and decline sooner, because even the most talented players cannot escape physical limits, and no system, no matter how advanced, can replace the human body. So now the question becomes clear. Has modern football truly improved the game, or is it slowly damaging its future? Share your thoughts below and follow for more deep football analysis.